Airguns Raider and Hip Shot. Welcome back to part 3 in the series, A World in Airgun Collecting. This is the final portion, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed this series, and thank you for watching. So guys, so far we've covered everything from a world in air guns to the cost. So guys, I want to talk to you about my air gun collection, the hobby guys, side of air gun. For me, guys, so this is going to be different, guys, because you're not the same as I am, and I'm not the same as you are. We're not the same as everybody else. So, if you want to look at it in the ways you look at it, this is just an understanding as to how I see it and what's been my personal experience. So let's get into it a little bit, guys. We're talking about the hobby, collecting, choices. It's all about you. It's all about your unique collection, desires, styles, and things that you want to do with it. It's about how it functions for you. It's about categories and types and things that you want to do, whether it be that you want to just plink, or do you want to do target shooting on guns with cans and bottles, or if you want to take it a little bit further, guys. So we're going to talk a little bit about brands, guys, that you will familiarize yourself with as you are starting to collect. So you'll hear some of these, guys. This happens to be in the airgun area, and I'll go through all three of the areas, guys. So you'll start hearing or watching or looking for guns that have Walther, or you'll have Airguns, or you'll have Crossman, or you'll have other guns, guys, that are just Umarex based and Daisy based, and all those standard air guns that we come to grow to and known as we did coming up, and that's some of them. Then, guys, you'll start moving into other guns, guys, and other gun areas, guys. You'll be looking at Air Force guns. You'll be looking at Hatsan. You'll be looking at H&N type stuff. You'll be looking at not just guns, guys, but other things, FX and Brocock, and just a bunch of different name brands that you'll be getting familiarized with as you go down the rabbit hole. So, and then Airsoft, guys, you get to know KWA, you'll get to know Lancer Tactical, SEMA, ASG, to name a few, some of that. So, and then when you get to the side of the paintball or less than lethal, guys, T4E will be one of them. Berna will be another. They have other ones, guys. You'll start looking at things like Tipman rifles. Tipman guns, and you'll be looking at just other types of things that have to do with airsoft that exist. So Tipman is one of them, as I just mentioned, and a few others. So what happens, guys, is that now we start to gather enough information to go and purchase these guns like we do, and getting information on the hobby itself. And so now you're gonna be like, okay, so those are some familiar topics and some familiar things that you may have known, and maybe other air gunners will tell you other things that they know because they've lived it, or they collect in different ways, and they'll start to tell you about their own experiences, because everybody has a unique experience. So you'll start asking questions for yourself. What will I collect? Um, you know, what's in my personality? What kind of guns do I like? In any of the categories, guys. This is, I'm an air gun channel, guys. Primarily because that's where I started and that who I am. Uh, as you can see, some of the distinctions between the reasons for airsoft and stuff, but we'll get a little bit further into that as we continue, guys. You're going to find in all three cultures, guys, that you're going to find people who are experts. You're going to find new people to air guns. You're going to find enthusiasts. You're going to find hobbyists. You're going to find collectors. You're going to find professional gunners on all levels, guys. People who do this as a professional thing, earn a living at it in all kinds of forms, from YouTube to sponsorships to working directly for the companies. To you'll find all that. You'll find people who have established leading channels in YouTube on these different areas and different issues that we've so far talked about and came across and covered. You're going to find people who are advisors. You're going to find professors. You're going to find purists. You're going to find gurus, and on and on and on. The thing it comes down to is you, the consumer, you as a user, and some of you as beginners, and some of the veterans out there, guys. They're out there. They can tell you things, guys. And then there's also things like forums, guys. Go look up Airgun or Airsoft or paintball forums, guys. There's leading forums out there that are just chock full of guys who talk to you about different types of guns, and you can ask questions, and you can find the information that you need to do the things that you do in all these different areas. So yeah, guys, it's a thing. It's been a thing for me for a long time now, since I built my collection. So I've been engaged, guys. I'm involved in different levels now because I have an airgun channel. But you'll come across way people collect, and the things that they collect, from vintage guns to brand new guns to tactical guns to functioning guns that are, like I said, for self-protection and training. And you'll find guns that even the law enforcement guys are privy to that you're not privy to in these areas, from airsoft to the paintball, or what they call now less than lethal. And you'll find some of that if you look hard enough. You'll talk about PCP guns and spring guns and gas ram guns and CO2, multi-stroke and big bore, guys. That's another area in which you can find videos on and stuff. And I'm just overviewing things, guys, and talking about them. So you'll have reasons to shoot your air guns. You'll become gunners in yourself. You'll find activities, guys, that involve your families, from your friends, to your spouses, to your children. A lot of gun guys start us out, guys, like my father did, with BB guns and air guns and pellet guns and stuff. And you'll find fathers with daughters teaching them how to gun. I watched a video, guy, where one guy, he skipped all of that. His kid started out with firearms, and she was a bad scooter, guys. She could shoot guns like some of you guys that own firearms and things. That she was just that good. He had schooled her in that. So depends on how you trust yourself and your child, and how you want to bring them up and things. So but this is about air guns, guys. So I'm not pushing anything towards firearms or anything like that. Let's just stick with the air guns, which we're going to talk a little bit about those types of things that are involved in some of that, guys. So, we'll get guns, guys, and you'll start talking about FPSs, and you'll start talking about joules and calibers of other types of ammunition. You'll start talking about the rifling, and then you'll start talking, like I said, to be about, you'll find people who are airgun smiths, I call them, in this area. And you'll find guns, guys, for all levels. So some of the guns that you'll find levels for, guys, are, like I said, self-defense, which is not, I'm not pushing self-defense, guys, but that exists. You'll find, like I said, guns that are for home protection, self-protection. Some people carry, they carry like the less than lethal air guns, as opposed to carrying their own firearms. They train with other stuff. You'll find that type of stuff. You find, just self-defense type things. And like I said, the areas that I'm interested in, guys, are just, training my airsoft guns, not as firearms or anything, but just, going through the motion of understanding gun safety and how guns operate, and just those things that are similar to the guns that I've chosen to collect and fashion. One of those things, guys. And then let's move on over to what is called the shooting sports, guys. Guns that you buy for sporting. I already talked about airsoft type stuff. We'll get to some more of that. But the some of the other shooting sports, guys, were. And you can't ignore it, guys, because they're at top of the food chain. That's Olympic guns, guys. You have Olympic guns, air guns categories. You have guys that are just firearm people in that, where they shoot even the firearms in that category. They have Olympic style shooting and things in airsoft too, guys, but not necessarily Olympic. Those the things that I'm talking about, guys, are like they have World Cups and IPSC for airsoft, that type of stuff, guys. Airgunners, guys, we have challenges. Let's start with some of the challenges that they have that are well known, guys. You have challenges that are put on, guys, by gun dealers and also sponsored by some of the guns that we buy. Will if you can go and you compete, they have prizes, guys. Anywhere from 20,000 to on 11,000 to I'm looking at 95 and 200,000, 100,000 at least, guys. That type of stuff. You'll have prizes that you can win if you participate. You have clubs. You have just all kinds of stuff, from range days to giveaways to just those types of arena type activities, guys, when it comes to the airsoft stuff, from CQB play to, like I said, you'll have training for that. You'll have training in all levels of different guns, guys, to get you prepared and get you ready to step on the field or in the arena to participate. Guys, and then there's serious levels, guys. The more serious levels, guys, are where you have law enforcement doing the training and practicing with these guns. You'll have some military around the world and maybe even in our country that use them for other reasons, practice or save on ammunition or whatever you want to do. They'll do it. Like I said, guys, you'll find gun guys switching to airsoft, guys, for training, and even air gun pistols and stuff like that match these guns to their guns, because a lot of them are replicas. So you'll find, and I've spoken of this in my videos and stuff, where people will train with those types of guns to save on ammunition, but they buy the same similar gun. Some of the guns out here in airsoft and in air guns match up with the guns that they have, if not in function, and somewhat close to as function. Even in airsoft, guys, I've come across where you can buy, where they have airsoft guns that use real steel parts. At least have a fashion of that, better parts that you can have in your guns, depending on how serious you are and what you want to pay for them. It's like I said, some of the more serious sports, like the Olympic sports, guys. As I mentioned, you'll pay a lot for the guns that you buy. And even some of the guns that you're going to find that you may want to get when you go to some of these online retailers or walk into these stores or whatever they have, guys, to fit your needs. It just depends on what how deep your pockets are and what you can afford. So like back in the day when I started watching some of this stuff, you'd be surprised, guys. Everybody, at least not like Airguns Raider, is broke. So you have guys that you'll have kids, man, that who families allow them to play airsoft and things that'll go deep into these guns, and their guns cost as much and more than your firearms. And I've seen videos where they don't just buy one; they'll buy a slew of them, guys, and be unboxing them and telling you about them, and they'll be like, "Hey, this gun is for this. I got this gun for that, and everything." And that's just how it goes. You'll start to learn stuff like that. And then you'll find communities, guys. You'll find communities within these communities. And I'm not even going. I'm going to bring it down back to the standard communities, guys. Communities like that exist on my level and what I do. But you'll have communities, guys. Like I said, of pro shooters. So you have pro shooters in bench rest, and you have pro shooters that are amateurs, but even who's been doing this stuff. You might as well call them pros. When it comes to this Olympic style shooting, they're individual. They have team efforts, a bunch of different things, guys, that you have to look forward to. You'll find yourself like me. I can't afford the Olympic style guns that I really like and would like to have. And those guns cost you anywhere, like I said, starting at around $3 and up. But you can find them now. There's one or two that some of the airgun manufacturers have produced, guys, that'll run you close to $1,000 if that's what you're looking for. But it's like also to get some of the better guns, you're going to spend that, and just like to get some of the better guns that you use for airgun target shooting and these bench rest type stuff, regular bench rest, extreme bench rest, standing shooting, and fast shooting, and all that other types of stuff exists. So if you do like I do, I look at those things and I don't worry about whether I can afford those things. Depending on what you set your range up for and how you shoot, you try to get similar guns, or you'll take the guns that you have and you'll try to shoot like them. Maybe you'll buy targets instead of the gun. Practice that way and do other things. So that's some of the things, guys. You also if you get on the pro levels, guys, of some of this stuff, you'll be part of the challenges and the giveaways that some of these companies will do. If you have airgun channels or channels for airsoft and other things, guys, I've seen people who are sponsored where they'll send out guns to be reviewed. A lot of the Airgunners or airsofters and other people, they end up paying for them for themselves, or they'll send them there for you to review them, and you'll have to send them back. Some of them will give you the guns, from what I understand. At least I've seen that a couple of times and everything, guys. So, and then, like I said, these communities and people, I watch videos where it's around Christmas time, like I'm talking to you right now, who have pulled together or in their individual selves taken upon themselves, guys, to do giveaways and Christmas shipping to gunners who participate on their channels, or you'll go and then you'll register or some kind of a way, or they'll tell you, go over here to my other social media site and you have to do this. And I've seen companies, and especially in Airsoft, do that, where you watch them on YouTube, then you'll have to go, over to TikTok or wherever it is they are hosting, and you have to hit the button on those and the other social media outlets, and then that puts you in for a drawing of possible goodies and guns or swag or anything like that that you can possibly get. I've seen Airgunners guys come together and pull together, and one will send something to one, and the other guy will be given permission that you can use it on your channel to use as a giveaway. It's collaborations on other things as well. It's a whole vast array of things that you see if you get into this hobby, and the thought of, hey, these are your guns. I do that, guys, because it expands my learning about some of the stuff. Like I said, I'm no technician or anything like that. I have watched plenty. I'll sit here, and I'll have channels running on my TV devices with the volume down and off and stuff, and I'll just walk past. Sometimes I'll hit that button, see what they're talking about. That's just what I do. So it takes up some of my extra time, things that I do. I get to enjoy, and I don't do that all the time. It's a lot of the times that I do these things. I'll sit on the weekends sometimes when I get a break or able, and I'll binge watch videos, guys, and I'll hit that like button, guys. I'm already subscribed to most of the channels, or I'll find new channels and do the same thing. Or you'll have people who comment on my channel, and I'll follow them over to their channels, and I'll, subscribe, and just that type of stuff. It's just that's what's existing, and everything, guys. And then you'll have, like I said, you'll have channels like mine who are, the hobby part, and they're enjoying their guns, and whether they're like, I'm a collection channel, guys, so that's what I do. But you'll have people who target shooting or shooters. You'll have people who will do challenges, guys, set up challenges and then invite you, or they'll just set them up and you can participate if you want to see if you can't shoot the lights out, or, shoot at 100 yards, or shoot the strawberry, or shoot the special item that they put in their videos to say, hey, can you shoot this, or can you do that? It's just things that you can get into. If you like to do shoot guns, guys, shooting guns, like I say, and then you'll have, like I said, you'll have some guys who are air gunners, and I call them air gun purists, not to be negative, guys, but you'll have those kind of guys that they don't shoot anything but a pellet driven gun. BB guns is where they started, but they'll be pellet. And if it's not about pellet, it's really, it's not something that they'll get into as much. But like I said, I'm a person that I don't be a professor of any one thing, guys, except for, I am Airguns Raider. So Airguns is a large part of what my hobby is about. But as you can see, there's other branches that I have branched off into when it comes to collecting and everything. And like I said, I watch firearm channels, guys. One of my favorite channels is called The Collector, guys, and I like what he's done, where this guy has a lot of financial freedom and abilities, and he really he has a range in his home. He has a full-on gun range in his home. He has property where he's developed and made his own outdoor ranges and different things, guys, and he's just collected all kinds of. That's the kind of mindset that I put myself in when I'm collecting, because he may have firearms. His firearms are all kinds of firearms, guys. They're things you haven't heard of. They're things that you don't know exist. There's things that do exist, and it's just that's the thing that he clicked with and he enjoyed. And it's like I said, hey, he wasn't always like that with his collecting, but I don't know, you'll find the lanes that you're in if you're out there and you start looking and moving towards your own collecting proclivities, to say the least, guys. So yeah, so that's it, guys. You know what I know based on how I do my thing. This is what Airguns and Coffee Talks is about, guys. Coffee and Airguns, guys, depending on if you're watching my shorts or my long videos. It's all about fun, guys. It's all about a hobby. It's all about the interest in the guns that you'll watch and see on my channel, or that you've even seen scroll through in this video that I've put together, this video series. So yeah, I mean, it's out there. I would say, hey, my main thing is to go enjoy what you do, enjoy your collection, guys. Shoot as much as you possibly can, collect, all the things that you can. Remember that, there's no one way to do anything in life. So there's no one way to do this. Like I said, sometimes you have people who enjoy your stuff. Sometimes you have people who are like, they're not happy with what you do. And that's okay. Everybody has an opinion, and everybody has their way of doing stuff. I've watched a lot of it. I've seen a lot, I watch a lot, and I will continue to watch and do the same thing as you see me collect. So, I'm just happy to be sharing this with you guys. It's like I said, my wife looked around and, she knows that I've collected all these guns and accumulated them over time. And, it's like she said, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with this? What are you going to do? So it's not in terms of, hey, I'm doing this because this is my hobby. This is something that I do. I found that when I started doing it, I started finding other things for myself, which I'm a creative person. So I like the creativity parts of editing and putting together videos and filming and all of that stuff, guys. When you start, that's a whole different beast and animal, because now it goes from me just enjoying my plinking and stuff like that to now I'm putting it on film, and I'm not doing quite as much as I used to, how I like to do, but there's channels where guys get to shoot a lot more than I'm able to at this time. To those guys, I take my hats off to you. Guys, in the underside of where I am, if you see me comment or you comment with me, I've seen guys give little emojis with coffee cups, and I appreciate those guys, man, a lot. Because it just lets you know, hey, somebody's watching your videos and somebody's enjoying what you do, just like I enjoy the things that I see and I do. So, guys, this is Airguns Raider, guys. My buddy Hipshot is in the background somewhere, as you can see. And, in his way and my way, guys, thank you for watching. Collect guns, guys, for fun. Air gun collecting is fun. And then get some enjoyment out of that, guys. And as we always say, we are out.